Hi Twin Flames! Today we're going to do a no communication reading. So I pulled these cards last night because I wanted to do a no communication reading because I was curious for myself, but I was so tired last night, so I just pulled these cards and I did a quick glimpse of it, and then I just left it there and went to bed. So that was last night, Monday night. Today is Tuesday. What date is today? Today is Tuesday, October 8th. So it was last night when I did that. Okay, so I got a quick glimpse at it, and I just looked at it again right before I turned on the camera. So we'll just see what's going on as far as the energies. As you know, twin flame energies is up and down. So the first two cards that came out from this Akashic Tarot deck was in regards to the Divine Feminine. So here she is right here, the Queen of Roses. She's surrounded by red roses, full of love, and she's also holding a rose, looking at it, focusing on this love, and also you get a sense that she's waiting and focusing on this love, waiting for her divine masculine. And then the card that fell out with it is this card right here, Will, Wisdom, and Mind. And I got a sense of balancing. There's the fire here, the water, there's the crown, there's all these colors of the chakras, the green for the heart. So I got a sense of while she's waiting for her divine masculine to return, she is being asked to balance herself and balance all these energies within her and balance herself. So I looked up that card because, as I mentioned in the last video, I don't use this deck too often, just to see if intuitively what I picked up was correct. And the guidebook for that card, it says it's a gold crown of power and authority rests above a Celtic Trinity knot. On either side of the Celtic knot are the chemical symbols for fire and water. Below is the ancient three-leg symbol of the coat of arms from the Isle of Man. And then it says, this card brings with it a time of enormous power, balance, and expression. So I picked up intuitively it's about balancing. So Divine Feminine, if you're watching this video and if you are waiting for your Divine Masculine to return, use this time to balance yourself. You know, your emotional energies, your chakras, healing yourself, empowering yourself, healing any core wounds, anything that still needs to be released. Okay, so this card brings with it a time of enormous power, balance, and expression. The first three rays, or the energies of the divine, move within you equally: power and will, love and wisdom, and intellect or mind. You're working intimately, even if you're not conscious of it, with the Ascended Masters who are linked to these energies. So with the participation of the Masters, you can raise your focus to a higher power and purpose. You can you can combine the fire of creativity with the water of receptivity in order to make your contribution to the world. With the gold crown raised high, you're likely to find yourself in a significant position of authority and influence at this time. It is likely to be a phase of great activity, but you can handle it. With these powers in play, you're able to discipline yourself to bring together the meditation, creativity, rest, and action required. Take advantage of this time and use these powers well. They are nothing less than the divine forces moving through you so that you can manifest their power in the world. Okay, so it's the same message again, feminine. So while you are waiting for your divine masculine, use this precious time to work on yourself, empower yourself, get yourself ready, and do your mission, or to start doing your mission. and keep your vibration high, and keep your energy centers balanced. Okay, so it's interesting that the first two cards that fell out was in regards to Divine Feminine. Okay, so I had, my intention was, I wanted to know why there was no communication from the Divine Masculine and what's going on with him. But I was surprised that the first two cards that came out was in regards to Divine Feminine, so I guess they're letting us know while we're waiting, do that, balance yourself. But this is what's going on. The first card that came out was Two Worlds. So this tells me that he's still juggling two worlds. He or she, okay, depending on if you're a feminine or masculine watching this. But I'm going to read from my perspective. So I'm going to say he for the Divine Masculine. But the roles could be reversed while you're listening or watching. Just reverse it to match your situation. Okay, so two worlds. You see on the table here is a bag of gold coins, and you see all these abundance here, the fruits. So the two worlds that he is dealing with is the material world with the money and all the assets and all the things of the material world. And it's here. This is the world he's currently in. But if you notice the focus, his focus is on this fire, which is his twin flame, the passion in his heart. So his heart is on the fire and flame in his heart, but he's still in this world with money and things. So that's currently what's going on. He's living the two worlds, or dealing with the two worlds. One internally in his heart, the passion, the twin flame. The other is the money and the things in the house and all these furniture and all of these assets. Things, material things, physical things. Things that you can't take with you when you die. Alright, that just came out. The next card was Muse, and I thought it was interesting that it came out with this card next to it. So you are his muse, his inspiration, and he is working on manifesting you, the Divine Feminine, into his reality. He's creating you in his reality, but he's creating you in his reality behind the scenes, hidden, because he's doing it at night in the moonlight. So you are his muse, and he's working on manifesting you, making you real, bringing you into his reality, but he's doing it in hidden, behind closed doors, behind the scene, at night. Slowly he's creating you into his world, into his reality. And then the next two cards that came out was Uriel and the Sphinx, and then the Master Artisan. So our angel Uriel has also come in to assist the Divine Masculine. And the card for Uriel and the Sphinx is our angel Uriel stands before the Sphinx under a full moon. And again, this could be done also in the hidden, behind the scenes, when he has some time by himself. The Sphinx is usually shown with the body of a lion indicating strength, and the head of the king showing authority and intelligence. But more than this, the Sphinx represents the enigmatic and inscrutable, the silent holder of truth and the ancient mystery of the world. Here, the Archangel Uriel connects and confers with this great source of mystery. This card shows that it's time for you to do the most important and possibly the most difficult work in your life. So this is what he's going through with Archangel Uriel's help. This card shows that it's time for you to do the most important and possibly the most difficult work in your life. The digging and inner discovery that takes you to your deepest self and your deepest power. Okay, so Archangel Uriel is helping him to go deep into their deepest self, to find their deepest power so they can be empowered to do their mission. Even this great sphinx had to be dug out many times from the blowing desert sands that bury it up to its neck. And you must dig diligently too. You may have to chip away at the rock-like substance of your old beliefs. So these are the things he has to dig out under. So basically it's programming. So you may have to chip away at the rock-like substance of your old beliefs and histories so that you can get to the truth inside. But don't worry, you have begun already and you've made considerable inroads. So basically, everything that's going on with the divine masculine, all the towers and the challenges and all the karmic debts and tie, is meant to help him to go deep, to find himself again, so that he can find his power. And he's already begun that process. And he has help of Archangel Uriel and other angels in his guise as well. Yeah, because it says there's also someone here to help you, Uriel, whose name means fire of God. Because in a few readings in the previous videos, I heard trial by fire. So, and Uriel's name means fire of God. You can work directly in your meditations with this archangel for self-understanding, transformation, and guidance. Also be on the lookout for someone in your daily life whom Uriel has sent. This could be a teacher, a mentor, or even a new friend who shares a kinship with you about this inner quest. It is a relationship of great value that comes in a time of profound power. Don't diminish the importance of this phase. It is this work that leads you to your initiation and to your higher power. So he's going through initiation, going deep, and working on himself so he can be in power. And then this card, Eight of Keys, is the master artisan. And so once this is a workshop apprentice. So these are all apprentices in this workshop, busy at their workbenches, which are arrayed with beautiful fruits of their labors. And the master artisan pours a number of beautiful shining gems into the open hands of one of his apprentices. So this card indicates that you now have the opportunity to offer your talents, your purpose, and your gifts to the world, making a contribution to many. Don't be shy and don't hold back what you have to share. It's not the time to hide your light under a basket. So it's interesting, the order it came out, it's perfectly ordered. So basically, the reason why there's no communication is because this is what the divine masculine is going through. First of all, he's still living in two worlds. One is the materialistic world with the money and the things. The other one is the world of the twin flame, of the flame in his heart, which he's focusing on. So that's a good thing, because it's like he's ignoring these things even though he's physically in this world, but his focus is on this. So that's good. And you are his muse, and he is working in the dark or behind the scenes or undercover or at night to manifest you into his reality, because you are his muse. And what is spiritually or going on in the deeper level, spiritual level, is that our angel Uriel is working on him to take him deeper through an initiation of the Sphinx. And some of you may resonate with Egypt. And then once he goes through this and discover his power and find his power, then he will graduate from being an apprenticeship and get all his tools and all his gems and be ready to enter the world to do his work, empowered as a king. Okay, so that is what is currently going on with the Divine Masculine and why we haven't heard from them. So they're prepping them. All right. This is a long journey, I tell you. It is. So then I moved on to another deck. And the card that came out first was Three of Cups, Celebration, Friendship, Exuberance. But what I get from this is it's a three-party. So the karmic and the twin. Okay, so it's three-party. He's living in two worlds with three-party situation. And he's feeling his twin flame may be a missed opportunity. So there's a little bit of apathy there, and that's why there hasn't been any action. And he's also going within for introspection and solitude. And if you look at this man, he's a warrior. He's been through hell. He's been through battle. He's fought. He has a scar on his face to show. So it's a depleted man. So because of this okay, this is what came to me last night. Because of this three-party situation, he feels that he may have lost his opportunity with you. Therefore, he's going through apathy and going in and isolating himself in solitude. Basically depression, but also introspection and thinking. Okay. So I feel this is what's going on the conscious level, in the 3D level, and above is what Spirit gave us as the energy on a higher spiritual level. So this may be from his higher self, okay, for the bigger picture, and this is his 3D self, thinking, okay, three-party situation, I lost my opportunity, I lost my chance, so apathy, going within, soaking, feeling depressed. Okay. Knight of Swords, so stress, but it's also the truth. So he's going through stress, but he will see the truth, or he's working on the truth. He will get to the truth. And this is the stress right here. Look at this, guys. We have this 10 of Wands. He's brought down to his knees. He's been carrying such weight, such burden, such responsibility, such obligation that he's been brought to his knees. It's crushing him. There's justice, so some of them may be going through a legal separation or divorce if they are in a third-party situation. Or if they're not, they're going through justice as in karma, and the scale of balance is coming back. And look at this. It's basically, the justice is between two of the same card pretty much. This is the 9 of Wands. This is the 10 of Wands. Both of them, both cards being brought down to their knees with the justice card in between. Look, both pictures are basically the same. They have such a burden. It's brought down to their knees, and they're barely, it's like, and this goes with this, right? This scar and this man, weary, laden. So it's been a battle. So this is why. This is why. And I hear he has his good days and bad days. So, and that's why the energy keeps shifting up and down, up and down. Joy one moment, anxiousness, depression the next moment. And we feel it. That's why we're up and down. All right, so then we have the Page of Wands, which is news of truth. The sword, the eagle, news of truth coming in. Truth, liberty, justice, and equal for all. I don't know why that all came out. I was just going to say truth and justice. And freedom, the eagle. So because they're going through this. The justice here. So then there's new of truths, clarity, a new beginning. But there, as a result of this justice, they're going to have to give up some of that money, that gold coin that's on this table here. Give some of this money out because it's an unfair fight, an unfair legal battle. So it's an unfair battle. Some of the karmic may have had very good lawyers, extremely good lawyers, that may have written up something or request something or ask for something where it's not an equal 50-50. I hear he's losing his shirt. So it basically it's an unfair fight. Okay. But that's what's going to wake him up. Judgment, wake up call. So the angel's blowing the horn, saying, leave it behind. I hear, leave it behind. So if there's any divine masculine listening, all of this is happening because it's a wake-up call. Leave it behind. The angels are blowing this horn to try to get your attention. And then the next card after that was to walk away. So it's like wake up call, leave it behind. And the picture that I'm getting in my mind's eye now is it something in Gomorrah. What's that guy? Something in Gomorrah. Oh my God. What is that? What's that couple in the Bible that they had to walk away and they can't look back? And she looked back and she turned to a pillar of salt. Is it Goliath and Gomorrah? I'm going to Google it really quick. I don't know how to spell Gomorrah. Oh, it's Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah, notorious sinful cities in the biblical book of Genesis, destroyed by sulfur and fire because of their wickedness. Okay. Sodom and Gomorrah. The 5 cities of the plain, they were referenced. Okay. So that's what I was thinking of. So in the Genesis account, God reveals to Abraham that Sodom and Gomorrah are to be destroyed for their grave sins. Abraham pleads for the lives of any righteous people living there, especially the lives of his nephew Lot and his family. God agrees to spare the city of 10 righteous people can be found. 2 angels are sent to Lot and Sodom, but are met with a wicked mob who are then struck blind by the angelic guests. Finding only Lot and his family is righteous among the inhabitants, angels warn Lot to quickly evacuate the city and to not look back as they flee the destruction. Lot's wife looks back upon the city and is turned into a pillar of salt. Okay, so that's what I was looking for. It's interesting what comes to me when I do when I do these readings. All right, thank goodness for Google. All right, so where was I? Okay, so I was here. A wake-up call, the angels blowing the horn, and that's what I heard, right? What did I just say? Don't look back. So walk away from this, all this gold and luxury and glitter. Walk away and don't look back. All right. And then we have this Two of Coins. This is what he's doing right now, balancing, barely staying on. We also have the Fool, New Beginnings. That's interesting. This reminds me of what I just read, like the city, right? Walking away from the city. The city of destruction, walking away. This is really wild. All right. Then we have the Knight of Cups. Then we have the coming, walking away, new beginnings, Knight of Cups coming in to offer the love with passion. With passion and victory, victorious. This reminds me of our Angel Michael stepping on the devil card. And then we have Two of Wands. He's going to become victorious and walk through that golden gate. And if you notice, this is from a totally different deck. But do you see these two cards? They have the same colors. It's amazing. Twin Flames. And this is a Two of Wands cards, but it also looks like a number 11 when I'm looking through the viewfinder. So look, while the feminine are waiting, she's balancing herself, and her guys and angels are working on her. And he's going to go through his battle with our angel Uriel helping him, and he's going to walk through and with the same colors. This is really wild, you guys. It's amazing. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. I'm in awe. So, and he's studying. He's studying. But all of this is hidden, like at night by himself, when he has like an hour, like at the house to himself, or in the car doing lunch break or something. He's really studying, looking up, maybe Googling twin flame, esoteric, soulmate, just researching. So that's good. That's a good sign. And then this card had caught my eye. This didn't fall out of the stack when I was shuffling to pick up this deck. This came out. The reason I want to share this is it's the Love of Cards, and it caught my eye. And when I saw this, before I even shuffle all these cards, there was a song that came out in my head, and it's a song by the Bangle, Eternal Flame by the Bangle, and I screenshot a few of the lyrics, and you guys can Google it yourself, but it's close your eyes, give me your hand, darling, do you feel my heart beating, do you understand, do you feel the same, am I only dreaming, is this burning an eternal flame, I believe it's meant to be, darling. I watch you when you are sleeping. You belong with me. Do you feel the same? Am I only dreaming, or is this burning an eternal flame? Say my name. Sun shines through the rain. A whole life so lonely, and then you come and ease the pain. I don't want to lose this feeling. Oh. Say my name. Sun shines through the rain. A whole life so lonely, and then you come and ease the pain. I don't want to lose this feeling. So I thought I'll share that if it resonates, but that song came to me. I believe it's by the Bengals. And then these two cards came out. I'm sorry, and I'm afraid to be real with you. So he's sorry, and then he's still working on his fear to be authentic. To be authentic and real, because he's been wearing the mask so long. I think I get glimpse, like he gets glimpse. There are moments where he feel he can, and there are moments where he revert back like a turtle in a shell and is afraid to be real, because to be real you have to be vulnerable. And he's been in a world where he hasn't been able to be vulnerable, because it's been a world of war. So imagine a battlefield, right? Soldier on the battlefield, they're all shielded up, swords ready to fight, in fight mode. When you're in fight mode so long, how can you come out of your shell and be vulnerable? It takes time, right? That's what PTSD is. When soldiers come back from war, they still have nightmare. They still hear bombs. They still hear gun. They're still on guard. They still sleep with a gun. They have the gun on their chest, the gun in the nightstand, the gun ready to react, ready to attack, ready to defend themselves, right? So it's going to take some time. So that's the reason why there has been no communication. It's a process. It's a process. Okay, so can we see how is he feeling? But the energy today feel much better than the energy yesterday or over the weekend. So I don't know if that's true for you guys, but it feels like that for me. Lonely. He's lonely. He's also feeling overwhelmed. He's afraid, frightened, fearful, scared. So that's the same. That resonates with this right here. I'm afraid to be real with you. There's some jealousy because he's afraid maybe you may have moved on. There may be someone else. This is him envisioning it in his mind, because remember, he feels he may have missed the opportunity. Okay. What else? Guilty. He's feeling guilty. Shame. Blameworthy. Responsible. At fault. Feeling guilty. So there's guilt. Wow. Alright. But then we also have this inspired. This inspired reminds me of this. When he goes and research, it's like he has like a 3D self and then a 5D self. So his ego self is feeling all of this, but then his guides, his angels, are in the moment of his better days, he gets a spark or an inspiration, or something comes to him to look something up, or an article, or Google something, and then he goes and read, and then he gets inspired, and he may jot it down. So there's some inspired, and there are things coming into him. His guides are talking to him. If he can pull himself out of this to be in this vibration, it's almost bipolar energy. It's his high days and his low days. All right. Underneath we have shy, timid, introverted, reserved. So he's gone in quite a bit. He's feeling unfulfilled, dissatisfied, incomplete, and purposeless. So this is the 3D self. But that's good, because that's meant for him to feel that way, is meant to push him out of his comfort zone so that he can start seeking. We also have unsure, uncertain, doubtful, not confident. So he's at a crossroads. Crossroad, remember, two worlds. And then depressed, empty, numb, withdrawn. So that goes with this right here. All right. And then next we have creative, imaginative, inventive, expressive. Yeah, so I'm picking up like a manic depressive, like a bipolar energy. One day is low, solitude, inward, and another day inspire, seek, creative. It's like he sees glimpse of his true self, glimpse of the potential future, glimpse of what can be, glimpse of the mission, of the goal. He gets glimpse of it. So if he can stay in that long enough to create it, manifest it in the reality and act on it, that would be great. At the top, and then at the next card at the bottom was proud. Okay, and then free, liberated, independent. So he will get there. And the top was receptive, open, accepting, welcoming. So he's being receptive and open. I hear finally. All right. We get comforted, worried. Some of them may have gotten sick or through stress, powerless, still feeling victim. So it's very, and then hateful, there's some anger. It's very inadequate. It's a very manic energy I'm feeling. Very up and down. It's bipolar energy. It's very up and down, high, low, high, low. Very manic energy. I hear, but he'll make through it. Concealment, secrets, deceit, red flags. So there's a lot of things that he's doing behind the scenes. And then there are a lot of things that the karmics are doing behind the scene. Open doors, blocks remove, open path, fresh start. Okay, so that's a good sign, you guys. Look, this reminds me of the Sound of Music when, I don't know what her name is. I forgot. The main character walks through where she leaves her coven and go to live with the whatever family. You all know The Sound of Music. That's a classical movie. You know, that scene with her in her hat and her dress where the coven opens and Mother Maria, her name's Maria, she leaves and goes. So it's like freedom. Oh, freedom from the coven, freedom from the tradition, freedom from the monastery. Open doors, blocks removed, open path, fresh start. Okay, so he will get there. So that's confirmation because we had that. We had the walking away, and then we had that that open door, that the one that I say thank you, Spirit. Oh my God, where I said the golden gate. Here, yeah. Here we go. I had said the golden gate. Look, we have 2 gates. That's amazing. We have 2 gates. So he will get there, you guys. He will get there. Don't give up hope. And if you're the Divine Masculine watching this, you will get here. You will get here with help from Archangel Uriel, your teams of guide. Have faith. Keep your vibration high. Look up. Thoughts are things. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. You have the ability and the power to create. You can do this. You're not alone. It's a test. Just look at it as a test. You guys like challenges. That's why there's all the, remember the games, the Atari game. You shoot something and you go through one phase, another phase. I'm also hearing Donkey Kong. But, you know, those games, any games, there's challenge, right? There's challenge. You find a way, you find a solution, and you resolve it. There's always a solution to every problem. Always. Splash, ripple effect, influence, emotions. So keep your emotions in check. And then you take one step and a second step, step by steps, inch by inch. It's a cinch. And then it'll be a ripple effect. Next thing you know, you'll be in a new world. A whole new world. Okay, so he is, and this is the top of the deck, by Lantern Light, Seclusion, Reflection, Seeking More. He is seeking more. He is seeking the light. This reminds me of the Hermit energy. So when he's here, he is seeking, and he is reading. Back to that card where he's reading and studying and reading that book. Studying, you know, that one, that Eight of Pentacle one. So he is. Okay, so I hear wrap up. So what do we need to do? Okay, I'm going to do this. One for the Divine Feminine, one for the Divine Masculine. What does the Divine Feminine need to release at this time? Spirit Guides, Angels, Ascended Masters. What does the Divine Feminine need to release? Surrender to passion. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. So surrender to passion, feminine. Not necessarily sexual passion, but passion for your calling, for your mission, for your love of life, for what you love to do. And act on it. And get out of your head. And then bottom of the deck, surrender to your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowing, or aha moments that come through to guide you. So Spirit's saying to trust your intuition. This is a challenging journey, is a challenging path. People who are not on the journey may not understand, so you need to trust your intuition. So Spirit wants you to surrender to your passion, follow your heart, and your intuition. So this is the message for the Divine Feminine to work on as she is balancing herself. Okay. Now for the Divine Masculine, Spirit Guides, Angels, Ascended Master. What does the Divine Masculine need to release at this time? What does the Divine Masculine needs to release at this time? What do they need to surrender? Spirit Guides, Angels, Ascended Masters. What does the Divine Masculine needs to release at this time? What does the Divine Masculine need to release or surrender at this time? All right. Surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. Oh my God, I was just saying that, you guys. There's a solution to every problem. Think out of the box. Focus on the solution. Thoughts are things. And then you get this. Be creative, right? Surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Think outside the box. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. You can do it. It's inside of you. And your angel will guide you. They'll give you inspiration, smart ideas. Just go within and have some quiet time. So this is what the Divine Masculine need to surrender to. Creativity. Surrender unhealthy relationships. Oh my God, you guys. This is where we say you can't make this shit up. Surrender unhealthy relationship. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and be surrounded by positive people. Here you go, because he's burning himself with this. And it's leaving him with scars all over his face. But I get that, Divine Feminine, you guys, this applies to you in regards to your Divine Masculine. If he's still in a three-party relationship, then it's also toxic. So this card is a double message. It's the main one is meant for the Divine Masculine to clean up, wrap up his karmic situation. but it also applies to the divine feminine in the sense that if the divine masculine has not wrapped up and there's still a three-party situation, then you need to set boundaries. And basically, he is unavailable and in a toxic relationship. So you don't want to get involved with that, because you're working on loving yourself and balancing yourself so that you can raise your vibrations, so that you can be empowered to do your work. So it's a mirror. Both twins are working on themselves to be empowered, to be strong enough to do their work individually and then to come together and do their work together. Okay? So that is the reason why you have not heard from your divine masculine and why there is still separation there. Do we need to pull any more? Should we pull one more romance angel card, spirit guides, angels? Any last final messages for the union energy, connective energy between divine feminine and divine masculine? Oh my God, you guys, heart-to-heart conversation and wedding is coming. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. So communication and wedding is coming in. This is beautiful. All right. So hopefully that gives us all some inspiration to keep at it. I hope you guys enjoy that reading. I hope it resonated. I hope it was helpful and useful. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if it resonated. I love hearing all your stories and feedback and confirmation. It really helps me to know that I'm tuning into the right collective and that others can relate and, you know, inspire, because we're all in this together. So love and light to you. Many blessings, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.